Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So the moment I decided to film, the drilling noise has started with my neighbor's renovation, so just bear with me. This is not an unboxing in any way, and today I've decided to refilm this video that I filmed 2 years ago when I first got the item. And I've been using this item quite often, so I think it warrants a video. Let's just get this started. Today I'm going to talk about none other than my Hermes watch. I want to preface this by saying that I am in no way a horologist, nor am I a watch enthusiast. Actually, I'm not very into the watch collecting yet. And I say yet because a few watches have been catching my eye. But yes, I'm in no way a serious watch collector. I do really enjoy good quality watches, and I do have a love for watches, but I think it's nowhere near the level of passion that I have for my bags. So anyway, I'm just gonna unbox this just to show you how it came. It came in this rather heavy box. Oh my god, it almost fell out. And it goes like that. There's a cloth, a cleaning cloth. There's an Hermes here, and then it's this very hefty wooden box that it comes in. When you take the box out, there is a compartment where the instruction manual is. And so I think this is like an international guarantee, and this is a manual. So yes, some hinges on the back of it, and yeah, it's quite a nice, plush, luxurious looking watch case. And here it is, a watch box. Okay. Here is the watch. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take it out. Oh, okay, it fell out. It comes with these, just like a metal stick that you can poke. It comes with a plastic nub at the end, and you can use it to poke the edges of the watch. There's one adjustment here that I don't know if it's visible. There's one over here at the 2 o'clock, and there's another one at the 8 o'clock here. One of it is for adjusting the date, and the other one is for adjusting the moon phase. This watch is called the Arceau Petite Lune watch, and it is the large model. I've not seen it come in a smaller model. And it's kind of misleading because Arceau Petite Lune means, you know, like I would expect a small watch, but it isn't small by any means. The diameter of the watch is 38 mm. So I think 38 mm, they measure it across. I believe that the watch face itself is 38 millimeters in diameter, and this watch currently retails at Sing dollars 11,900. I do find that the 38 mm is quite chunky on me actually, and it took me a while to get used to wearing. That's only because I have been very used to wearing a much smaller watch. But I do think that it is kind of like the fashion to wear bigger watches these days, especially among ladies who get into watches and they collect Patek Philippe's or AP watches, Audemars Piguet, I think that's how you pronounce it. So those watches tend to be on the big side and the chunky side. So it's kind of a sporty, more youthful vibe to wear a larger watch on your wrist. So this is how it will look like on my wrist. This is just a plain steel watch. It doesn't come with any diamond embellishments, although I've seen the Arceau Petite Lune watch come with diamonds around the bezel, and that is very beautiful. So I'm quite a watch idiot, and I'm not very familiar with the words and the parts, so I'm going to do my best. But from what I have learned, the metal circle around the dial is called the bezel of a watch. The bezel is this circular external case of the watch, and that's why you would always see watches with diamonds encrusting around the whole bezel. What I really love is the fact that the back is see-through. I really love that you can see the mechanism. The mechanism that is used inside a watch is referred to the movement. That's what I'm learning. And this movement is called the H1837, the 1837. And I believe that's the year that Hermes was founded. This showcases the movement of the watch, and you can see how beautiful it is. Let's see if this shows up. Yes, I really hope that this focuses. So anyway, this is the movement that it's being showcased. I have forgotten to remove this in the last 2 years. There is a sticker here. Oh wow. I have no idea how to remove the sticker. Okay, here we go. Let's remove this together. Woo! Wow. So yes, I've had that sticker for 2 years. I haven't realized that I hadn't removed it. And it's beautiful. It showcases the 28 sapphires, and they are pink sapphires inside this movement. It is the Hermes caliber H1837, and it is an exclusively designed for Hermes by the Swiss movement manufacturer Voscher. And Voscher is a pretty old, as far as I have read up on the articles, Voscher is a pretty old Swiss watch movement house, and they also make the movements for quite a few established brands. And I believe that Hermes, in a bid to just establish themselves in the watchmaking sphere, they have bought over, I think, a 30% share of Voscher. The fact that they did that, and they now have their very own exclusive caliber H1837, that really shows how serious Hermes has been about their watches. These little handles, and I think you can see it more obviously here. So these little curved pieces that hold the watch strap that come out from the case, they are called the lugs of a watch. So in the case of the Arceau watch, the lugs are asymmetrical and they are smaller on, you can see in the bottom of the watch. For the bottom strap, it's much more integrated with the case, whereas the top strap has this more expressed bridle-like, I believe it's a bridle. Yeah, this is more inspired by the equestrian heritage of Hermes, and it kind of resembles a bridle. And also what I really love about the Arceau Petite Lune is that the watch straps are interchangeable and easily interchangeable. There's a pin here at the back, this little thing here. You can push it in and the whole strap comes out really easily. And there's the same thing for the top. You can push that in. And speaking of straps, this is actually my second strap. I bought this very late last year and I put it on this year. It's a navy blue croc, and I think it matches so well with the moon phase. So this is the moon phase here. My moon isn't very obvious right now, and this hasn't been adjusted for a while. If I press the 8 o'clock little adjustment here, let's press it in. It changes the date here, and the moon phase here is being adjusted by the one at the 2 o'clock. Okay, I hope it's focusing here, guys. But there you go. I hope you can see the moon now. So it's got a very beautiful moon phase. Anyway, I think I should put in the close-up shots of this watch. And yes, so as I was saying, I do think that the navy straps really complement the moon phase, the night sky of the moon phase very, very well. And it looks really pretty. This is how it looks like on me. It's just a very typical watch strap. I've actually seen this buckle being sold in the men's belt department, so it's quite similar, and it has the Hermes engraving here. And yeah, so I think it's alligator and not crocodile, I'm not sure. This is called the dial on the inside, where it showcases the numerals of the time, and the dial itself is a white lacquer, and it's spangled lacquer. It has little very tiny minuscule spots of reflective grains in the white, so it's not just a plain white finish on the dial. And I really love the whimsical aspect of the design, where you have this sort of cursive and almost floating numerals. I like the font that they chose. And I also really appreciate the hands on the watch, which are very precisely carved. I mean, they're very precisely manufactured. It just suits the whole outlook very, very nicely. And I've seen the Hermes movement being showcased in one of those exhibitions, and It is really a work of art if you look at all the parts, and it's almost a pity that Hermes watches don't get the same kind of recognition in the watch world, because I do think that they put in a level of excellence and craftsmanship into their watches that it just goes unsung. Like, people don't really think much of it because of the whole fashion brand stigma. So I've noticed for a while now that fashion brands with their own watch lines don't command a lot of respect, because traditionally they're just there for the aesthetics and they're not very interested in producing watches of a very high quality, a high caliber in their movements. But Hermes, I can see, are shifting into that space, and I think Louis Vuitton and Chanel are trying to shift into that space too. Actually, Hermes has a much longer heritage in watchmaking, so I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of watches actually start becoming more valuable in the future. I think there's a stigma with Hermes watches in that people just, there's the perceived notion that people just buy Hermes watches because they're trying to clock up their pre-spend to be offered one of these quota bags. But I think maybe initially, if you are new to Hermes, you might do that. I personally have looked into a lot of alternatives before I bought this watch, and that's because I wanted an alternative to my beater watch, which is the Rolex, and this has lasted me for 20 years. I kid you not, and it is still great. So the thing is that I wanted a leather strap watch, and because this is a very simple watch with just a date feature on the 3 o'clock, I wanted something that was more whimsical, more old school, and has that old world vibe. I'm a big sucker for a moon phase on any watch, and I really, really wanted one. So I looked into the other brands, and anything with a moon phase just immediately became insanely expensive, and I did feel like for $11,000, I do think that it is quite fairly priced for a moon phase watch. I think that it is exquisite. It's very well manufactured. I'm not a watch expert, and this is literally my second watch, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but this is exactly why I truly appreciate my Hermes watch. The world of watches is split into the automatic watch versus the quartz watches. So most fashion watches traditionally had quartz watches, and that's battery powered. But with a caliber like this watch, you'll see that it is a mechanical watch. An automatic watch means that it is a mechanical watch that has this function within. It captures the movement of the wearer. So as you wear and you swing the watch around when you walk, it captures the movement and it translates that movement into powering the watch itself. So that's what it means by automatic. Whereas a mechanical watch in the traditional sense is the kind of watch that you would have to, this is the crown, by the way, this is the crown of the watch, and you would have to basically wind it, physically, manually wind the watch, and that would charge the watch for the day. So that is the more traditional use of the term a mechanical watch. And in this case, on top of having this automatic function, I can also choose to wind up the watch, which I do feel like there's some satisfaction in winding it, and there is some kind of friction or feedback. I don't think you can hear it. A feedback as you wind it, and you can feel the resistance and you can feel the sound. And it's very, very gratifying. And this watch is water resistant to 3 bar. Even though it is water resistant to 3 bar, I would not use this watch for swimming or showering. The fact that it has a leather strap also indicates that you shouldn't be immersing this in any kind of water. I think it's fine when I wash my hands. That is totally fine. It's very, very splash resistant. This was the original color of the strap that I got. This is the Etoupe, and it came with the Etoupe strap. I chose this alligator Etoupe strap because I really love how the cool color, the cool tone of the Etoupe matches the navy blue, and it also goes well with my Birkins out here. And now it also has a fresher, more contrasting kind of outlook with the navy blue strap, and it has a 40-hour power reserve. So that means that when it is fully wound, this watch can last for 40 hours without winding. And I do think that's quite substantial, actually. I love that it's 38mm across because I've put it on my husband before and it looks good on a man as well. And I have 3 sons, so in future, I can definitely easily pass this on to one of my boys. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit different from my usual videos, and tell me what your favorite watches are, and I'd love to chat with you guys about it. Oh yes, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.